Well, recently, Blac Chyna and Rob Kardashian have become a couple.
I think it's amazing. It's the best fuck you to everybody. I support it. I hope they be together. I hope they have a baby.
Yeah, because then, if you really think about it, Rob Kardashian is the last human being who has the Kardashian last name,
Who can make another
who can
Kardashian?
make another Kardashian.
Right.
So it would actually be, if they got married, she would be Chyna Kardashian.
I want it. I want it. I want this
Keeping
to
up with the
happen.
Kardashians
I
would
want this
technically
to
have to
happen.
include Chyna.
I need this to happen.
Right, and and then if Kylie and Tiger got married, then Kris Jenner would have two of her kids would have the same stepchild. It's so
I mean,
so
it
messy.
happens. I got a brother and sister that was married to a brother and sister, and their kids are double first cousins.
Yeah,
Yeah, so shit happens. But I need that to happen. I need China and Rob to. First of all, Rob could use some good black pussy. Let's keep it 100. It wouldn't be his first, but he could use some banging right about now. Burn off 100 calories just fucking Blac Chyna.
okay, yeah, I'm sure.
And then I need her to get knocked up and make that Kardashian heir. I need
Yeah.
that to happen. Um, and I'm not trying to fuck up my Kardashian connection, but at the end of the day, ain't nobody paying my motherfucking bills, and it's all out there fodder for the world. As far as entertainment goes, I think it would be a great entertainment thing, but these are people's real life. As far as the Kardashians go, I still have to say that Kris went through more in the last 18 months than any of them girls went through sex tape, husband overdose, or nothing. When you take a man that you've had children with, that you used to sleep on a pillow with, and you knew he had a little panty fetish, and now he's one of the most important women, still with his dick, in the world, and dresses better than your ass, and is causing sensations walking down Rodale Drive. I mean, that's a lot to wrap the fucking head around.
Right.
I'd love to have cocktails with Kris. Kris, holler at your girl.
And it's also interesting how if you don't embrace Caitlyn Kardashian, you're now a homophobe. Like you can't even have I feel like if you have a negative opinion on that, like. And the one thing that I've always liked to say when it comes to this type of thing is, for everyone that is so supportive of Caitlyn Jenner, how many of those people would say, I wish that my child would end up transgender? I would like to find one person that actually says that. So are you really supporting transgenders, or is it the right thing to say right now because you're a homophobe?
It's the right thing to say right now. It's the fad. It's the sensationalism everybody's caught up in. Mind you, transgender people have a hard way to go. And just like I said, everybody deserves to be loved and cared for and all that type of stuff. I don't think they would pick this lifestyle if they had a choice, unless they really felt sure about that there's been a chemical mistake in my body. And with the chromosomes being as they are, it could happen. I know plenty of girls that should have been boys.
Really?
They don't know how to comb their hair. They don't know how to do anything feminine. They just don't. They should have been a boy.
These are like butch lesbians?
No, they're straight girls, but they can't, they don't know how, their mom didn't teach them. They got to go to the shop. They don't know how to comb their hair. They don't do nails. They don't, keep house well. They got, nice bodies maybe, but they dress not so good all the time. I mean, they're out there. They should have been a boy, but they I don't know. It's a genre that I'm not an expert on, but I think that, transgender people, sincere, real ones, whose stories don't get to be sensationalized in a reality show, who's, had families ostracized them, so they got a hard way to go, just like gay people.
Yeah.
I've always heard gay people say, do you think I'd fucking pick this for myself? You think I would pick this shit to go through this?
Yeah, and that's always been the argument of whether it's by choice or whether you're born with it or whether it was a set of events that influenced you. I've always felt that it was a set of events.
Well, I mean, look at the double standard. Like girls can go around kissing the club, all this kind of stuff, but not really be gay. But it was fun, and it was just a weekend at Cabo, or when I was in college, and all this kind of stuff was fun. But you get a guy who's like, "Oh, I used to kiss on these guys. I get my dick sucked sometime, and it was just something I just did, and we were just drunk, and we were until he sucked his fucking dick."
It's just some prison shit,
Yeah, I was locked down for 8 months, so what the fuck you gonna do? That's like no. You know what I'm saying? And that's a double standard. I'm guilty of it. You know what I mean?
You've kissed women?
I'll kiss girls. That's no big shit. But I don't want my man to come to me and tell me, yeah, I like to suck dick sometime. What the fuck? Like, go suck dicks then. Don't kiss me and the kids in the mouth.
Well, I interviewed the boxer Yusuf Mack. He wasn't a huge boxer, but he had won a few titles over the years, and he had like 10 kids, and a gay porn tape came out, and he claimed that he was drugged, and then the company.
You're drugged and your dick fell in somebody's mouth.
Right. And but then he came back and said,
when I talked to my kids, and they was like, "Dad, listen," the ones I talked to was like, "We're gonna love you regardless." Like my family, my sisters were like, "It is what it is." Like I was like, "Okay," and I just said, "I ain't lying no more."
yeah. And now he's out in the open, he's out of the closet, this, that, and the third. But he said that he's just bisexual.
Makes my head hurt.
Makes your head hurt?
Makes my head hurt a little bit.
So you don't think someone could be truly bisexual?
Sure I do. I just don't like it when men are. I'm a woman. What do you want me to say? We already got a shortage of men any damn way. So now, pussy's not even the lure. The fuck?
You're competing with dick. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I love women, so.
Yeah, but black women got it the worst because not only are we competing with men that like dick, and the white women are aggressive now. It's not like meek white girl that got, rubbed up on by some black women. These white women will knock a sister out the way to get to a brother.
And they got ass now.
Well,
it's not real, but
the thing is that now men don't care if they can feel your scalp no more. Weaves are okay. They don't care if your boobs flop to the side or make that teardrop thing when you bend over, like real boobs do. That's okay. They don't care if the ass is real. They're over that. That's okay. And with these trannies, they damn near don't care if the vagina is real. So we don't have, when I was in Oakland, coming back in the day when I was, younger, I remember, when the Afrocentric sister, with the afro and the nice booty, like the Pam Greers and all that stuff. I remember when sisters were the most sought after exotic creature on earth. Like if you could get sister on, white boys used to fantasize and never would step to it, something like that. Then now I've lived to where the black woman is like the gum on the bottom of a motherfucking shoe. Like if I can't get Italian, if I can't get a white girl, if I can't get me a hot Asian, if I can't get a Cambodian, if I can't, I guess I'll get this old raggedy ass sister. And that's the attitude that's in society today.
You feel that way?
I know what it is.
Really?
There's a lot of brothers out there that are not like that, but they're few and far between in this city. Now you can go to Birmingham or go to, Chicago or go to the Bronx, and it's not necessarily that way, but
you also see a lot more interracial relationships. It's a lot more common to see black women with other races these days.
Not as much as it is the other way around.
But it's
If it was equal, we wouldn't be bitching. If there was as many white boys out here talking to sisters, we wouldn't have nothing to bitch about. But the sisters are left out here alone with nobody hollering at them.
You think?
I know this.
You know this.
I know this.
But like I said, you now see more black women with white guys.
They better, or they won't date no fucking body. And pretty soon, sorry white folks, ain't gonna be none of y'all left because all this interracial is everybody gonna have curly long fucking ponytail. Ain't gonna be no more of this. Ain't gonna be no more of this.
Everyone's gonna be tan. That'd be kind of cool though, don't you think?
Well, I still like black people. Sorry.
Yeah.
I like white people. I like Latins. I like Italians. I like black people.
Well,
I like the mix too.
Right,
but I don't need the mix to be the majority.
But once you start having black people in your family and, you know, black children and, you know, black nephews and nieces are mixed, you know, it becomes a little harder to be as racist.
But see what you said though? You said black kids and stuff like that, because once they get mixed, they're not mixed, they're black.
Depends.
No. Barack Obama, is anybody talking about how mixed he is?
Well, Barack Obama, though, looks more black. But for example, I interviewed this.
Everybody's gonna look more black. North looks black
Well,
with nice hair.
okay, let me show you somebody.
Well, because of the acne, I'm gonna say he's white.
Okay.
But you know, he might be mixed because he got some big lips. I'm looking at his hair. He could be black, but he got bad acne, so I'm gonna say he's white. What is he? Who is he?
He's half black.
Okay, but the acne is the white part.
Okay. That's the white part, but
Yeah.
Logic, and I've interviewed Logic here. He is half black.
Yeah, he's half.
And
it makes a difference whether it's your mom that's black or your dad that's black too. How you look.
Dad is black, I believe. But you know, grew up in the hood around a lot of drugs, like you know. But when you look at him and when you talk to him, I was actually surprised when he told me he was half black. I thought this was just a white rapper.
But see, he has the option to go either way.
Does he?
Sure he does. If he wanted to marry a nice Jewish girl, he could do that. He'd have to tell people that he's black.
He told me he was black.
Right, he'd have to tell you that,
I had no
though.
idea.
Exactly. And neither would the Jewish girl's parents.
But the kids could come out looking black because they're going to be 1/4 black.
They could.
You don't know. That's what I'm saying. But when you say that someone's mixed, yes, a lot of the time black is more dominant. So the kid comes out looking more black. For example,
Depending upon the black that you mix with.
J.
If you
Cole.
mix with a light like him, he black, but he's mixed. If you get a white girl, maybe down the line some kinky hair might come out, but their kids are gonna, you know, it's gonna wash out.
I mean, J. Cole is mixed, but he looks more black. You put J. Cole next to Logic, you say, who's a black kid here? You say
Look at
J. Cole.
Mariah. People don't even reference the fact that she's black.
I mean, I'd always heard she was mixed, but I thought it was very, you know, like down the line.
No,
you know.
daddy.
Her dad is black, but she looks more white. You're right. She could pass for white.
Alicia Keys, she black, but her mama white.
But Alicia Keys came out styled as a black girl with
French
cornrows
braids and stuff like that.
Remember like her first video and performances. It was like, okay, this is clearly a black girl here. She's presenting herself like a black girl, whereas Mariah Carey presented herself more as a white girl.
But I mean, but she's not.
Yeah.
She's the same as Alicia.
Yeah, actually, yeah. But same as Logic. You don't know sometimes. That's the whole thing about mixes. You just don't know.
That takes you back to the whole Imitation of Life movie, you know, where did you see Imitation of Life?
I didn't. Great movie. You saw it?
Staple in the black community. We all saw Imitation of Life. Imitation of Life is when the maid who worked for, what's that white woman's name? Anyway, the maid worked for a white woman, and the maid had a baby with a white man. Now the baby, the girl, looked like a white girl. So all her life she tried to pass as the white woman's daughter as white. And so then she was doing wrong things, and she was dancing in the club, and her black mama came down there to get her out of there, and everybody was like, who is that? Who is that? And she was like, I don't know who that is. And that was her mother. Then when the white boy she was dating found out she was half black, he beat her ass.
Oh. Is it old
Imitation of Life. Go home, Ro, you want to watch it.
Him kind of crying and me crying, so, you know what I mean, it was no more words. A couple of days later, they tell me he died.
How did you feel when they said that? I mean, did you know that he was going to die when you saw the tubes? No? You thought he would just pull through?
Give me a second.
To go through all you went through and your end result is being killed in a drive-by, affiliation is like way beyond the aspect of because you could have been here and left a way better mark.